Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting stream on Bowtie Gaming 14. So today we're going to jump into Dragon Quest Treasures, kind of a spin-off of 11 and go from there. As you can see based on the title art, it follows the story of Eric and Mia on their quest to get rich. It's kind of an alternate universe thing where they're younger. I'm not sure if it's a prequel because I haven't played the game personally, so yeah, this is a blind playthrough. Wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being a prequel, but I could also see it being like alternate universe stuff. This game uses an autosave function. Press any button. Well, there's Yggdrasil.
Eric. Eric, are you awake? Come on, let's sneak out again. I want to find some treasure. They're going to be partying all night. They won't even
Stupid
know we
Vikings.
snuck off. I'll be up on the deck. And don't give the game away, got it? Yeah.
Yeah, so for anyone who wants to play this game, it's definitely slight spoilers for the main campaign, just knowing Eric's backstory, but doesn't bother you, then might as well play this. It's a chest full of Viking treasure. Eric knows better than to try to open it. Instead, he looks forward to the day when him and Mia have treasure of their own. Apparently he can just run up walls. The Vikings must have brought this back from a raid at some point. Yeah, and this came out years after the main game. Haha, look, if it isn't young Eric, our very own little magpie. How long's it been since we took you and me on board? Must be a fair old while already. Still, I bet you're glad we did this, though, eh? You're a steady job on a Viking longship? You must be the luckiest pair of orphans in the world. Welcome on in.
Hey!
What was that? You're gonna find a treasure that'll make you rich enough to get off this ship? Fat chance of that. Tell me, how much treasure have you found so far, eh? Plenty, actually. Ha ha ha. Liar, run like you couldn't find treasure on a map marked with a big fat X.
As you can see.
Anyways, you can see we're having a feast in here tonight, and while we don't want some scruffy younglings spoiling the mood. So go back to your room and get some sleep, because we certainly won't be. Mia must have found some other way to get up to the deck. Better try searching for another route. Looks like someone could just about squeeze through if there was anyone way to crouch. Oh, I see that, you piece of crap. It's one of the Vikings magazines. They say they read them only for the articles. Yeah, I call BS on that. Eric's a bit too young to appreciate such highbrow content. Oh my gosh. And that's when I caught them, a funny little cat and pig, but with wings. Thought they were monsters at first, but they were tame enough. Must be rare, and you know what that means. Oh, we're gonna be rich. So where are they now then? Locked up somewhere safe, I hope. Oh, don't worry about that. They're in a cage and hanging from the mast. They're not going anywhere. The shelves are lined with books. The Vikings like to read them when they're not busy looting and pillaging. Eric can't make head nor tail of them, however. Let the fire water flow. Sky! They'll fetch a good price, though. That cat and pig are very odd. Oh, yeah, definitely. No, well, yeah, I suppose that's the joke. Yeah, that whole age thing happens, like, way later. Because I think canonically he's, like, 3 to 4 years younger than the twins. I mean, in the main game, I should say. Like, I think canonically he's 19, and canonically the twins are 22. Or no, they're 23, scratch that. Jade's 22. He's like, I'm younger until I turn 19, and then you're toast, Veronica. No more mead for me. You want to come with us on one of our raids? A raid's no place for whippersnappers like you. Also, what are you doing out of your room?
Saito!
Eric, I just saw young Mia heading up ahead of the deck. I was surprised to see her on her own. Thought you two were joined at the hip. Yeah, in this game I'd have to check to see what their canonical age is. I mean, definitely child, but how much younger, I don't know. I mean, Dundrasil's probably fallen at this point, because I'm like, there's no way Eric's 3. He's got to be at least, like, 7 or 8. I mean, if Mia's supposed to be younger, he's got to be at least, like, 8 or 9. I gotta go press a button! This is what the Vikings used to raise the anchor. Eric's never been allowed to use it. You took your time. I was beginning to think you wouldn't show. Just kidding. You know, I can't wait to find a treasure of our own. These Vikings would never have made fun of us again. And maybe tonight's the night. Just imagine the look on their gormless faces if we brought something back really cool. Hold on, no one saw you sneaking up here, did they? Of course not. Nice, then I guess we're all set. Let's get going. The boat's all ready. Maybe we can check out one of those islands again. What was that? Those must be the strange creatures I heard the Vikings talking about. Poor little things.
Come on.
We can't just leave them locked up like that. Come on, let's set them free. We're not going to be able to climb up there, but I bet you can knock the cage down with these. Eric receives 10 pebbles from Mia. A catapult pellet that inflicts very minor impact damage on a single enemy. Are you two alright? Imagine being cooped up like that, left dangling from the mast. It's just horrible. They really are unusual, though. I've never seen anything like them.
Hey!
Cut that out. Haven't you noticed you're free now?
Wow. I get it.
They want us to follow them. Maybe they're gonna reward us by showing us where the good treasure's hidden. Well, there's no harm in dreaming, right? After all, anything's possible.
Let's go.
Right, let's get moving. These funny creatures won't hang around forever, you know?
Let's go.
All ready to set sail? Sure am.
Go.
Okay, off we go. Time to duck and dive! Literally in this case. His battle quote was predicting the past, like, or just basically, it was his backstory, let's be honest.
Hey, you two! What's all this racket? What's going on? Let them out!
Uh-oh. Let's get out of here.
Time to duck and dive for real! Also, apparently that's not the first time he's jumped off a cliff, and we're going off of
You little... you
the whole thing with him and the Luminary later on.
That was a close one. Now let the adventure begin. There's treasure out there. I just know there is.
Until you inevitably get probably caught by the Vikings again until you guys are older. Ah, I see this is starting out like Phantom Hourglass. So the ghost ship doesn't show up.
Since when was there an island around here?
Eric, over here! Gonna go explore, Mia. Give me a minute. It's a long way down. This is so exciting. I bet there's treasure in here.
Look!
Look, it opened. Guess it only works if you're standing in the right place.
I get it.
Hey, I know, Eric, you stand on the switch and I'll go see what's on the other side.
It's my turn now. How'd you like this? Ha!
We did it, Mia!
Look!
Look over there!
So... two daggers!
Looks like 2 daggers. I smell treasure. I bet those are worth a fortune.
Huh.
The cat and pig must have known about this place. I wonder what the deal is with them. Well, let's worry about that later. First things first, let's go get these daggers. There's 2 of them, so I make that one... Or, yes, if we get 1 each, come on.
Ow, ow, ow! Didn't expect that. But we got them. We got them all right. Treasure! What? What the?
So it's really you. About time too.
Huh? It can speak?
Of course I can. You two just couldn't understand me before.
He's like, excuse me!
Right, I've decided. I'll be taking the girl.
Hey! I thought we agreed no magazines. Huh. Fine, I was going to choose the boy all along anyway.
Whoa there, who even are you guys?
They're a bit on the young side, aren't they? You really think this is them, the legendary treasure hunters?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Sassy cat and simpleton... I mean, he's more than a simpleton, but...
Ready?
Simple in comparison, pig.
Steady. Go!
What is that? Hold on, sis!
Well, time to jump into the scary portal.
You won't get rid of me that easily. Here I come! Ha!
Square Enix presents Dragon Quest Treasures. Roll credits. Crap! Got a sleeping Draki and a sleeping slime over there. Another sleeping Draki. And more sleeping slimes. This one has a... Okay, it's more of a headdress time. The gate's firmly padlocked shut. Before trying to go anywhere, it might be a good idea to investigate the dagger sticking out of the ground. The dagger Mia found in the ruins is stuck firmly in the soil. Seems somehow to have traveled to in the portal with her. Pull the dagger out of the ground. Mia acquires the Dragon Dagger. A curious power seems to swell inside her. Now where could Eric have gone to? Better get out of here and start looking for him. What should I do? Kick the gate. There must be some way to get it open.
Wow.
The pink slime appears to be in a spot of bother.
Huh?
She seems to be looking around agitatedly. It's almost as if she's looking for something. Could she have lost something and wants me to help her find it? Oh, come on in. Uzabella, the cute slime, joins the party. Amazing, Mia saw where Uzabella's lost property is located. Seems she had a vision showing her something that Uzabella had seen. Could this have something to do with the dagger? Use the vision Mia just had to find Uzabella's lost item. When you get close to hidden loot, your monsters will have treasure visions that show you where the valuables are located. To view them, hold L and B. Alright. Apparently the slime dies if it goes in the water. Ah, yes, digging up treasure with a dagger. Which might as well be a shovel in this universe. A slime jewel, a sparkling gem of a kind much sought after amongst slimes. This one is a prized possession of Isabella. Looks like Mia's found Isabella's treasured item. Isabella's absolutely delighted. And it looks like she might want to help Mia get out of, by way of thanks. Head over to the padlock gate with Isabella.
What slime is it? What a fancy place!
Isabella has smashed the gate open. This is seriously shady! Admiral Mogsworth is not going to be happy.
What slime is it?
It looks like that's a you problem. We
have come here in search of treasure.
and it will not rest until every last bit of it belongs to us. When we're done with this place, not a single shiny scrap will be left unpillaged, not a lick of loot unplundered. And who are we, you ask? Why, the most feared pirates of them all, Silverbones' thunderous plunders. I was gonna say, yeah, that guy was shook. And I am none other than the supreme swashbuckler, the peerless privateer, Admiral Mogsworth. Unglorious Hunter Mogsworth. What is Pokemon? Allow me to humbly welcome you to our crew. Oh, but I'm forgetting you're only just awoken. I'll warn you haven't got the foggiest what's going on. Well, let me fill you in some details. We chanced upon you in the Paternoggin, deep in slumber in the middle of the woods. I've never been one to ignore a damsel in distress, so ordered my crew to bring you here right away. Now that you're up and about, I trust you make yourself at home. You're perfectly safe here, I assure you. Where am I?
Good question.
This here is where my trusty crew and I have set up camp. From here we scour the Paternoggin for its precious treasures. Now I should explain that these islands are legendary for being absolutely chock full of treasure. We traveled a long way to get here and we're not planning on leaving before we've got our paws on every last bit of it. There's nothing in the world quite like treasure. It's what we pirates live for. To that end, the thunderous plunderers have selected this very spot to pitch camp where we strip the land of its riches. Play your cards right, my girl, and I may even see fit to share a scrap of our spoils with you. Mia hasn't got time to think about everything Admiral Mogsworth told her. She needs to find Eric. Welcome to our humble camp. 'Tis the base for all our pillaging upon the Paternoggin. And there's no rest for the wicked, let me tell you, lassie. The island's packed to the gunnels with treasure. 'Tis a dream come true for lifelong looters like ourselves. Captain Silverbone's first mates, Gustav and Bonnie, are currently discussing important matters. I can't let you go in there, lassie, no matter how much of a shine old Moggy's taken to you. Now away with you. With the right pellets in your pouch, you can use a catapult to whack foes and heal your pals. Plain old pebbles will do damage, while heal pellets will fix up any ally lucky enough to be struck by one. Hold ZR to aim your catapult and release ZR to fire. Oh, I just realized it's not... We're not on the sea. We're in the sky. Whoa! We're on a sky island. Rumor has it that Captain's run out of patience with old Moggy. He just can't seem to find any treasure worthy of the name, no wonder the Captain's not happy. No, that's no good at all. We better help old Moggy rustle up some lesser spotted loot.
What?
Admiral Mogsworth's newest recruit has woken up. This is seriously shady. We need to sound the alarm.
Shady.
What's wrong with you, Shady? You just told him a minute ago.
Thanks, Shambles.
Oh yeah, didn't I? Thanks, Shambles. Sorry, I know it can be a bit dim sometimes. Now then, you're Admiral Mogsworth's new favorite, it seems. He's not usually so quick to take a shine to someone, you know. How you managed to wheedle your way into his affections while you were fast asleep is beyond me. Anyway, you're up and about now, it seems, and I have a sneaking suspicion you're planning on leaving the camp, am I right? I guess I am. I knew it, it's written all over your face. What, you lost your brother? That's dark. Wish I could help you find him. We're under strict orders from Admiral Mogsworth not to let you wander off. I got an idea. If you're willing to help us out, perhaps you might reconsider our strict no-leaving-the-camp policy. The other day, Shady buried some treasure around here to stop anyone else getting it, but then he promptly forgot where he put it. If you could find the treasure and bring it to us, we might just let you consider letting you slip out of camp. But how is she meant to find it, Shambles? We don't even know where it is. It's not really fair to... Of course it's not fair, you oaf. It's impossible. That's the whole point. We're not supposed to let her pass, remember? Now let's go over it, shall we? Shady's buried some treasure somewhere in camp. Your job is to find it. Yeah, and if you do, we'll let you through, no questions asked. Definitely for sure, not a shadow of doubt. Honest. The symbol above Uzabella seems to indicate she knows where Shady buried the treasure. It might be wise to keep an eye out for similar symbols in future, as they could show you the way to more treasure. For now, Uzabella's vision should be able to guide Mia to the right spot. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Restless Heart, an accessory that ensures its wearer never falters in the face of adversity.
Whoa, cool!
Ah, here she comes. Well, did you find the treasure? You actually did it. You found our treasure, the Restless Heart. But how? How'd you know where I buried it? Yeah, it definitely seems like it. I have to admit, I didn't think you managed it, but you proved me wrong. It's a pleasant surprise. Have you be so kind, I do believe that Restless Heart belongs to us. Mia hands the Restless Heart to Shambles. Reluctantly.
Hey!
Our treasure, beautiful, isn't it?
Seriously?
Shucks.
Thank you.
Thank you, this is brightening up my mood. Now, we're monsters of our word. You're hereby officially free to explore the big bad world outside. Off you go. Alright, just because I'm feeling generous, you can have a handful of pebbles in this old map. Here you go. map detailing part of Draconia, a legendary land that is teeming with treasure, once belonged to a pair of peculiar pirates. And pebbles. There's all sorts of wild monsters out there, so be careful. Don't say we didn't warn you. You got yourself a map. You can check where you are and where you're going using the mini-map in the top right corner of the screen. If you get lost or want to plan your route, press minus to take a look at the big map. That is a big island. A Sizz pellet, a catapult pellet that inflicts minor light damage on a single enemy.
What slime is it? What a beautiful day!
There you are.
My favorite little treasure hunter. I've been searching everywhere for you.
What's this?
Trying to take on a Draki, are you? That's quite a big ask for someone your age, you know? But you didn't need to do it all by yourself, not when you got a monster to help you. Have it fight alongside you, and this battle will start to look a lot more winnable. You may feel a little overwhelmed at first, but try not to worry. Every battle will make both you and your monsters stronger.
Now,
Let's see what you and your monster friend have got.
I'm leaving this to you.
this is useful stuff.
Monsters who join your gang will fight of their own accord when engaged in battle. Work together and take your enemies down. You can do it! Done. Thanks for the ice magic support.
You did it.
That was some fine fighting, but don't stop there. If you want to get stronger, you have to take part in plenty more battles. Oh, but where are my manners? We haven't been formally introduced. My name is Porcus, and I'm searching for a certain very special sort of treasure. Mia's sidekick, Porcus.
Now,
Now, I'm pleased to see you are still in possession of the Dragon Dagger. Those daggers are extremely powerful and will allow you to do all sorts of extraordinary things. For instance, you'll be able to see visions of treasure that monsters can sense nearby. But that's not all. By expending some of your magic power, you'll be able to heal yourself. Not bad, eh? What's more, when the power of these two daggers is combined, well, wondrous things can happen.
Hold on.
Hold on, what happened to the blue-haired boy who pulled out the other one?
Listen.
What?
What, you got separated and he's your brother, you say? Well, that's no good at all. But don't worry too much, he should have a new feline friend to keep him company. Still, we shouldn't leave them to their own devices for too long. Let's see if we can't track them down. I'm glad they chose the route of having, like, Mia start off, just because we had an entire adventure where Eric was around for all of it, and Mia was just a side character who just showed up for a little bit of the game. Allows her to shine a bit more. You know, besides fighting her as a boss in one of the two timelines. Curse you, Mortigan! That isn't my newest recruit. What are you doing all the way out here? This is an acquaintance of yours. He seems, interesting. To answer your question, we're looking for Mia's brother. Is that right? Now let me think. Yeah, that's it. I remember now. I was up on the Snouterhorn when I saw him. A boy with blue hair and blue eyes. Sound familiar? That must be him. Come on, let's go. Hold on. You can't stroll up to the Snouterhorn. There's all sorts of wild monsters wandering around. I can't in good conscience allow you to head to such a perilous place without a valiant guide and bodyguard, by which I mean me. Admiral Mogsworth joins the party. And I shall accompany you. Gunther the Slime joins the party. We can use the skylift in the forest atop this cliff to ascend the Snouterhorn. The cliff's too steep to climb, but that's where our gluttonous companions come in. Simply jump on a slime's back and use the elasticity provided by their blobby body to bounce to the top. Come on, hop to it.
This is well worth knowing.
To eventually be able to do a lot more stuff. Not so fast, my girl. That's not the way to the skylift. But I want to go explore.
Smells like treasure.
Unappraised treasure, a mysterious treasure of unidentified type and unknown condition. Get it appraised to discover its true value.
Looks valuable.
Looks like you found some loot. Doesn't look especially valuable, though. You got one of many, many, many treasures. Well, one man's trash, another man's treasure, as they say. Anyway, what you just picked up is commonly known as bric-a-brac. It may not qualify as top treasure, but you can find some equally rare pieces that are well worth adding to your collection. Oink. The door won't budge.
There it is.
A skylift that'll take us to the highest point on the island. All we need to do is hop aboard and it'll whisk us to the summit of Snouterhorn where your brother surely awaits. mechanism looks quite old and rickety. Try pulling the lever? Then they came, two golden dragons, visitors from a far-off land. It was they who transformed dreams and desires into countless treasures, scattering them across the land. Oh, hello, there is just reading the legend behind the treasures found all over these islands. Would you like me to read it again? I've always been curious as to why there's such extraordinary riches to be found here, you see. Perhaps it's why you're here, to search these lands for treasures of your dreams. Listen, if you see my brother... Oh, you're looking for your brother, are you? And he would also happen to have blue hair and blue eyes, one supposes. As it happens, I do recall seeing such a boy upstairs, though I was rather preoccupied with my research to pay him much heed. Wow, thanks! Please do be careful if you intend to search for him, though. The way ahead is positively infested with frightfully uncouth monsters. Best of luck in any case. I do hope you're reunited with your brother before long. Krrr! No, there's no doubt about it. I know a treasure hunter when I see one. Krrr! I can tell from your eyes, you see, and it seems you have a loyal crew to help you out, too. Krrr! Thanks? You're most welcome. Krrr! Though I bet you're not a patch on my mistress. But that's nothing to be ashamed of. My mistress is in a class of her own. So mind your manners when you speak to her. Krrr! We get it, you're a bird.
What's inside?
Are you paying attention?
You can rest at a campfire to fully restore your entire party's HP and MP. You've taken a beating and need to recover, or your MP's running low, seek out the nearest campfire without delay. Your game will also be autosave when you rest at a campfire, so be sure to make use of any you come across.
I'm pooped.
This place looks and smells like it could be home to monsters. Best proceed with caution. Kick its butt! Level up! Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. The door won't budge. Best to look for another way.
What's inside?
Heal Pellet restores a small number of HP to a single ally. Another level up! You find 5 pebbles.
Did someone say treasure? What a beautiful
What's inside?
Another heal pellet.
Slime, is it?
Crag pellets. A catapult pellet that inflicts minor earth damage. It's a rather sinister looking contraption. It seems to be broken at the moment. It's like super boss already. Thank goodness that's not the case.
I'm full of surprises. What's inside?
Zap pellet. A catapult pellet that inflicts minor electrical damage on a single enemy.
What's inside?
Spiky pellet. A catapult pellet that inflicts minor piercing damage on a single enemy.
What's inside? I'm pooped.
Something may well be lurking on the other side of this door. Open it and go through?
Look,
Well, poop.
there's someone on the ground. It must be your brother. Quick, we have to help him.
Yep, we're fighting a killing machine. Woo!
The name of...
And it's a giant killing machine.
Look out! It's coming!
Or I guess the killing machines are technically the smaller variants. This is the Heartless Hunter.
This will make you feel better.
Yeah, Mia's really just the cleric slash bard of the party, while they just do all the work. I mean, I know she's a child, but still.
This will make you feel better.
Dagger gauge is filling up.
catapulted to death. You defeated the Heartless Hunter.
Frightening the life out of
Where
me.
did that thing come from? Frightened the life out of me. Well, you made short work of it at least. Now someone needs your help. Could very well be your brother. My dear boy, are you alright? Mia? Where were you? I've been looking everywhere for you.
Listen,
Mia tells Eric that she's also been looking for him. Ah, so you're both looking for each other, huh? And it looks like you made a lot of friends along the way. I'm impressed. You know, when I got sucked through that thing and I found myself all alone, I was pretty worried. But never mind that now. We found each other in the end. What's going on? What am I doing on the floor? So many cats. Dearie me, sleeping on the job again, Pursula. Come on, up and at him.
Hold on.
Hold on, is that flapping feline an acquaintance of yours?
Dare you?
How dare you, flapping feline indeed. I have a name, you know. You may call me Pursula, and for your information, I've come to this world in search of some very particular treasures. Eric's sidekick, Pursula. I was a bit freaked out when she started following me around, but Pursula's actually pretty cool. And she knows so much neat stuff about treasures in these islands we're on. Now I remember, we just got that treasure chest open. Well, after that it's a bit of a blank. I'm sure there was something in there, though. Well, it's empty now. Oh no, did you unleash a demon? Gosh darn it. That's very strange. I could have sworn I caught a glimpse of treasure when we opened it.
Where's the treasure?
Right, where's the treasure?
Wait a minute.
Mogsworth? So Silverbone's Maggie Dog's body wants to get his filthy paws in the treasure, does he? Well, not on my watch. Hand it over.
Curfew!
Curse you, Levanther. No servant of Selfiana is gonna give me orders. Besides, this chest was empty when we arrived, so stop acting dumb. It must be you who got your grubby mitts on its contents. Nonsense, we only just got here. Whoever took the treasure, it wasn't us. Which does beg the question, who did take it? Gosh darn it, Eric. Impulsive privateer Bonnie. Enigmatic buccaneer Gustav. Scourge of the Sky Silverbones. Ooh, pirate skeleton.
It's silver.
Blast it all, it's Silverbones! Yeah, well, if it isn't the Sylvians, a little late to the party once more, I see. We took the liberty of securing the treasure you seem to be seeking. That glow, could it be? Yes, no doubt about it, it's one of the 7 stones. That's a dragon stone. Oh, bravo, Captain Silverbones, you've done it again. Truly a privilege to see you at work. Enough, Mogsworth, you're embarrassing yourself and you're embarrassing us all. Captain, how can you say such a thing? You call yourself a pirate? The so-called booty you keep bringing back is nothing but worthless rubbish. And look at you now, you sniveling wench. You're unworthy of a place in my thunderous plunderers. You've been used up all your lives, Mogsworth. You're dead to me.
Captain?
Wow, ice cold. And what of the youngins, Captain? That pair of blue-eyed whippersnappers. Leave them. We got more important matters at hand. Listen up, Silverbones. You won't get away with this. I will stop you in the name of Sylphania.
Levanta.
Well, Levanther, it's been a while. It's not often we get to parlay, so here's a juicy tidbit for ye. We got our sights set in a place called La Isla Dorada, an island where unimaginable riches await.
Isla Dorada.
I wouldn't expect a fool like you to understand. Now, if you'll excuse us, Levantar, we got places to be and treasure to plunder. Yar har! Captain Silverbones, wait for me! Forgive me, Captain, I can change!
Hold on.
That treasure they were so brazenly brandishing, do you think it's one of the... It would certainly seem so, and it was snatched from right under our noses. Looks like we got ourselves mixed up in something serious, sis. Two gangs of hardened treasure hunters and us caught in the middle.
Captain Levanter!
Ah, Gale.
Alternate universe Gale. There you are.
Oh.
Hold on, where are the pirates? They're all gone. I'll explain everything later. Now then, you lot, what's your story? I'm Eric, and this is my sister Mia. Eric and Mia, eh? What are you doing here? Looking for treasure, are you? That's right. Thought as much. Well, best of luck to you. Well, it's good of you to keep us on our toes. I wish you luck. You'll need it.
So,
I haven't seen you two around before. You part of a gang or you hunted for treasure on your own? Well, either way, it's nice to meet you. See you around, Eric and Mia. Feels like things have finally calmed down a bit.
now's a good time.
Yes, now is a good time to show you this amazing thing I found. Want to take a look? Come on, follow me. This way. You'll love this. Nearly there.
Check it out.
You ever seen anything like this before? It's amazing, right? Problem is it's not working. Guess it must be broken. Oh yeah, there's something else I want to show you. Come on.
Check it out.
Look, the island's floating in the air. Pretty impressive, right? And that's not all. The place is absolutely jam-packed with treasure. I mean, I found loads of cool stuff already. How about you? You find anything? I sure did.
No way.
Nice work. Show me later, okay?
I can't believe it.
Still can't believe we were in these old ruins and then we were here.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you still got your dagger from the ruins, right? Seems they're pretty powerful. My one lets me do all this cool stuff.
by the way.
Speaking of your daggers, you might want to take a closer look at them.
Huh?
Whoa. Eric and Mia's dragon daggers have somehow got the curious vehicle fired up and ready to go.
We did it.
Alright, we did it. Now come check this out.
Huh?
Looks like a dragon's head. It's kind of weird, right? And an egg? As it happens, the place where we're standing is also shaped like a dragon's head.
What?
Are you serious?
Indeed, he is.
Indeed, the treasure-filled land where we find ourselves goes by the name of Draconia. It comprises 2 giant dragon heads as well as numerous other islands which make up the rest of their bodies. The story goes that 2 giant golden dragons chose this as their final resting place many centuries ago. Their enormous bodies slowly turned to stone, forming the land masses we see before us. Welcome to Dragon Quest Chronicles X. 2 giant golden dragons, huh? Guess where there's so much treasure, huh? The Bionis dragon and the Mechonis dragon. Now among these countless treasures are something very special indeed. I speak of the 7 precious gems known as the Dragon Stones. It's these that Porcus and I seek, and we're no by means the only ones. Alas, we're not capable of very much by ourselves. But that's where you come in. We believe you have the natural treasure hunting talent to help us find the 7 stones.
Wow.
So there's 7 super special treasures to track down. I like the sound of that.
What do you think?
What do you think, Mia? Searching for 7 stones sounds like fun, right? Totally.
Great.
I knew you'd be game. The jewel these pirates took was one of the dragon stones, right? Well, they can show it off if they like, but we're gonna make it ours.
The spirit.
That's the
We're
spirit.
so pleased.
I can't tell you how pleased we are to have you on our side.
Okay.
Okay, but there isn't gonna be a bunch of other treasure here waiting to be found.
Every last.
Well, we're not going home until we've grabbed every last piece we can find. I just wish I knew where to start. Well, I got a few ideas, but let's start by taking a closer look at that mysterious locomotive. Looks like it'd be your best bet if you want to get to the islands over there. Sounds good to me. See where it goes.
Great.
Let's see if this thing will take us to the islands. Come on, let's hop on board. Well, well, it appears that someone's got it working. That wouldn't be your doing by any chance, would it?
I guess so.
I guess so. Well, our daggers did all the hard work.
Wonderful.
How marvelous. I take it you must be Mia's big brother. You know, I have this funny feeling that you two might be the key to solving this world's myriad mysteries.
Where are my manners?
Oh, but where are my manners? We haven't introduced ourselves. This is Wingston, and I am Princess Anemone of Sylphania. Blue Blood Scholar. Anemone.
Oh,
I thought there was something a bit peculiar about her. Turns out she's a princess. Mind how you speak about my mistress. She's a very important person, I'll have you know. Squawk! Now I've heard from Captain Levanther that you're fellow treasure hunters.
To the
So it looks like we'll be in direct competition. What fun! Well, to the winner go the spoils. Whoa!
Sweet.
And now we get a credit roll.
It's time, Mia. Time to start our treasure hunt.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm feeling good. Great stuff.
wow.
Oh, it seems you've arrived. The question is where? Whatever the place is, it's seen better days.
By the way,
You know, I've been thinking, any self-respecting treasure hunter needs a base, wouldn't you say? And if you ask me, this place seems perfect.
Not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, if the Thunderous Plunderers can have a base, why can't we? Hey, look, there's someone here. We might be able to we might want to check with him first before claiming this place as our own. Sounds like a plan. Come on, Mia, let's see what he has to say. Good day to you. Am I right in thinking that you have just arrived aboard that locomotive? Would I be correct in surmising that you have somehow managed to get the Stouterhorn station up and running again? I guess?
Bravo!
Oh, bravo, this is wonderful news. The company is saved.
Dear me.
Dear me, I've completely neglected to introduce myself, haven't I? Uston's the name. I work for the Transdraconic Railway in the capacity of chairman, chief engineer, and station master. Railway aficionado, Mr. Uston. That sounds like a lot of work for one person. Well, yes, it is rather, But the fact of the matter is the Transdraconic Railway currently has a grand total of 3 employees. Doesn't sound like much of a company. I can assure you it wasn't always like this. The railway was once a vast concern that served every corner of this land. As it happened, you're standing on the site of the headquarters in the very first station, though they are now in a rather sorry state. Only 3! Time was you could catch a train from here to whichever part of the world you fancied. Ah, but alas, it was not to last. One by one, the trains stopped running, the stations fell into disrepair, and and they all left. Doesn't seem right to ask if we can use this as our base.
What do you mean?
Your base, you say? What do you mean by that? Would you be so kind as to enlighten me?
By the way...
Could I have a quick word, Mr. Uston, in private? You too, Forcus. Your friends have been kind enough to explain everything. I understand you came here in search of treasure, and so I think you'd be absolutely marvelous if you used our HQ as your base of operations.
I say.
Oh, I just had a thought. If you're to be based here, you should avail of the company facilities. Well, those that remain at least. Why don't you take a little look around, just to find something you can make use of? A good place to start might be the reception desk inside the main building. I'm sure my colleague will be happy to assist you. Come on, let's see what the receptionist has to say. Got a good feeling about this place. Excellent. Now once you've had a chance to fully peruse the facilities, come back and let me know what you think. We have a castle.
I'm pooped.
Good day to you. Welcome to the Transdraconic Railway Company headquarters. I'm Miss Cecily, head of personnel. Not that we have much in the way of personnel at the moment, of course. Still, we must keep up appearances.
Mr. Houston said.
Mr. Uston said we can make use of the facilities. Oh, did he now? Well, then I better explain a little more about how things work around here, hadn't I? I'm in charge of personnel, as I said, which means I deal with new recruits. I'll be honest with you, though. We haven't had anything in getting in touch in goodness knows how long.
Say,
Oh, I say, what's this? It seems a new job application just arrived. Take a look, shall we? I see. Interesting. It seems our candidate's a young Draki, and this is what he has to say. The truth is, I'm inspired by this amazing girl with bright blue eyes. She never gives up. I want to help her any way I can. Bright blue eyes, eh? I wonder who they could be referring to. Anyway, I got all their details on file, so just come and speak to me if you want to know more.
Wow.
Wow, it sounds like this monster's taking a real shine to you, sis. Maybe if we team up with them, they'll help us find more treasure.
Welcome to personnel.
Hello there, welcome to the main reception desk. Shall we take a look at our potential new recruits?
This is well worth
Monsters who
knowing.
want to join your gang can be recruited from the reception desk. You'll have to pay their fee in order to do so, which is usually food or materials. If the recruitment board's full and there are new potential recruits, the newest candidates will replace the oldest. To prevent a candidate from being replaced in this way, press plus to set it as keep.
Have you decided? Glad you could join us.
Drang joins the gang.
Excellent.
Now then, who do we have here, eh? Don't think I've seen you around these parts. The name's Muddimer. I'm his head of staff training. The staff dormitory is just through this door. It's where employees bed down and I keep them in check. Of course, we got no staff these days, so I got plenty of time in my hand.
Mr. Houston said.
Mr. Houston said we could use this place. Did he now? Well, it's a good job I've kept the place looking spick and span then, isn't it?
Huh.
Sounds like it'd be a good place for our monsters to rest up. Monsters, you say? Well, best to leave them to me, young man. Just give me a shout-out if you want any monsters charging or otherwise whipping into shape.
You'll have the right monster
Don't worry,
for
I'll
the
make
job.
sure you always have the right monster for the job. Hear that, Mia? With Muddimer taking care of the monsters that join up, there'd be no stopping us.
You leave it to me.
Hello there, lass. What is it you're looking to do?
Need a new party. What is it?
There you are.
Ah, Mia, there you are. Been nosing around in here. It seems to be some sort of storeroom. Such a big, nice space, but it's a complete pigsty at the moment. Seems like a waste. Hey, you know, why don't we turn this place into our treasure vault? I mean, we're gonna need somewhere to store all the loot we find, right? We can start with the treasure you've already got. Come on, it'll brighten the place up in no time. What do you say? I could turn this place into a showroom for all the nice things you'll discover. Give Porcus all the treasure you found so far? Mia entrusts all of her treasures to Porcus. Great, I'll take care of this. Now while I work on getting this place look spick and span, why don't you go explore the facilities? Ah, you're back. Jolly good. Hope our facilities were to your satisfaction. Do feel free to use them as you see fit. There is, however, something I should like to trouble you for in return. I have a dream, you see, of restoring the company to its former glory. Ah, just imagine the Trans-Draconic Railway crisscrossing these islands once again. The Trans-Draconic Railway has always been a great believer in mutual cooperation, you know. At the moment, alas, it's only the line that connects this island to the Paternoggin that's operational. But after seeing what you've achieved, I have no doubt you can restore this station as the jewel in the railway's crown. And once the station's back in action, you'll be able to travel to all the other islands you see floating around us. So, what do you say? Will you help me realize my dream and save the company? Of course.
Bravo.
Hurrah! Break out the bunting! The company is saved! Before we get carried away, I must let you know there's always a fair bit of work to be done before we be able to visit the other islands. In fact, there's a grand total of 3 matters I would like your assistance. First, the station needs a good cleanup. It's been out of use for a while and the rubble's been rather unsightly. What this calls for is a generous dose of royal soil. Sprinkle some of that about the place, it'll be as good as new. The only hitch is that there aren't any royal soil to be found on this island. You'll have to go back to the Paternoggin to get some. Keep your eyes peeled for any unusual patches of earth, and I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for soon enough.
We need more man.
The second thing is we need to get the station back on its feet with more manpower. There's no shortage of manual labor to be done, so we'll need someone who's not afraid of rolling your sleeves up. to which I doubt you could do better than an orc. Those chaps are frightfully strong. Sure, one of them would suffice. Now I'd be wondering how you're going to persuade this orc to come and work for us. Well, I might be able to help you there. Eric accepts 10 bunny bullets. Slightly increases the likelihood of a monster wanting to join your gang, effective against only a single monster.
Good to know.
In order to get a monster to join your gang, you'll need to defeat it in battle first. Monsters who take a shine to you during combat will come and visit you at your base once they've dusted themselves down. Simply hit a promising looking orc with one of these projectiles and it's bound to take a shine to you. Give it a shot.
Shoot, shoot.
The third and final thing is we'll need a substance known as sanguinite. That's what powers the entire railway, you see, so you're powering it with blood. What are you guys doing over here? Or, excuse me, rocks made of blood. Now, I've heard a rumor that Sylphanin expedition is currently on the Paternoggin, and it seems this group has been very in possession of sanguinite, the very thing we need. Word is the Sylphanians have set up a stockade in the palatial plain, so perhaps you could pay them a visit.
Will you help me?
Now, these 3 tasks I've outlined can be carried out in any order. Just be sure to let me know when you've completed them.
Great.
You got it. Sounds like the first thing to do is head back to the Paternoggin.
What do you think?
Mia, would you mind if I took care of this? The thing is, I haven't had much of an adventure yet, and I can't let my little sister have all the
can
fun.
handle this.
I can handle this one, don't worry. We'll have the whole railway back on its feet in no time.
Guess.
Leave it to me, sis.
Fear not, I shall accompany you. Let's take care of business and show the dreadful daughter of Porcus how it's done.
Let's get some shut-eye. Let's repair the railway for Mr. Euston.
Okay, so it just straight up is Eggshell Island. Didn't Mr. Uson say we can find what we need to restore the railway on the Paternoggin?
Time to find some
Do
treasure.
Welcome to Snouterhorn Station.
Wondrous wheat. Grains of wheat that can ground into fluffy flour, used mainly for cooking. Mostly found on the Paternoggin and the wind-swept moors.
Bear this in mind.
You can forage for materials at various locations in Draconia. Use that you find to cook recipes, make pellets, recruit new monsters, or complete quests. Keep an eye out for clumps of vegetation, conspicuous mineral deposits, and much more. Be sure to investigate any that you find. Nectar, the sweet and sticky syrup of fragrant flowers, used mainly for cooking. Mostly found on the Paternoggin and the wind-swept moors. Glimmer grass, a grass that gleams with a gorgeous glow, used mainly to make pellets, mostly found on the Paternoggin.
Fresh to know.
Draconia is home to mysterious metals that can be equipped to provide a useful power to you or your monsters. Metals come in 4 rarities: bronze, silver, gold, and iridescent. The rarer a metal is, the greater the benefits it bestows. Whenever you acquire a metal, open the menu in order to equip it.
Bear this in mind. Good to know.
Super duper.
This is worth remembering.
Equip metals to give you and your monsters a power boost. Every metal's different, so use them to balance out your deficiencies or boost your best assets further. Press Y in the metal inventory to automatically equip the best metals you have available. It's a great option if you're not sure which metals to equip. Okay, there is fall damage in this game. That answers that question. Fall off a high ledge, you'll suffer a lot of damage when you hit the ground, so watch your step. With a little help from your monster pals, however, it might be possible to fall from great heights without so much as a scratch. Okay, there is some royal soil, a mucky mound of magical mud, used mainly to make pellets, also found on the Paternoggin and the Windswept Moors. Unfungus, mushroom whose spores induce sadness, used mainly to make pellets, mostly found on the Paternoggin.
Treasure!
Slime Drop, a jiggly jelly that shakes and shudders like a slime. Used mainly for cooking, mostly dropped by slimes. Candle Cup, a fantastic flower that flickers like a flame, used mainly for cooking, mostly found on the Paternoggin. Tough Nut, a very hard nut that won't crack under pressure, used mainly for cooking, mostly found on the Paternoggin and the mainland. Wing of Bat, the flying appendage of an unfortunate bat, used mainly for cooking, mostly dropped by Drakis. A solar flower. In another space and time.
Join the gang.
Princely Powder, a delicate dust that's full of magical might. Used mainly to make pellets, found over all of Draconia.
Come on, come on! You got this!
Weep!
Treasure!
A sacred stone that gives off a godly glow, used mainly to make pellets. Mostly found on the windswept moors and the Paternoggin.
Treasure!
Bleached bone, a beautiful bright white bone, using mainly to make pellets, mostly found on the Paternoggin. Take a sip of water every single time I say Paternoggin. You'll be hydrated in no time.
Off to the base it goes.
A bizarre bone that tickles monsters pink, usually used mainly to make pellets, mostly found on the Paternoggin and the mainland. I was gonna say, I'm just like, you guys would have to take bathroom breaks so frequently. Alright, so that's where I left off. There's an orc.
Let's get some shut-eye.
I fell off a cliff earlier. It was a time.
They seem keen to join the gang. Bear this in
If you
mind.
defeat a monster and succeed in scouting it, be sure to talk to Miss Cecily at the personnel desk. All the potential candidates can be recruited from there. Supreme Steak, quality cut of melt-in-the-mouth meat, used mainly for cooking, mostly dropped by orcs. Densinium, a hefty hunk of heavy metal, used mainly to make pellets, mostly dropped by muddy hands. Finessence, a potion embedded by the chivalric inclined, used mainly for cooking, mostly found on the Paternoggin and the windswept moors. Drill hand. Starian's Diary Day 1. The Ass Diary. The Ass Diary. Don't read that.
Gauge is filling up.
The most cursed diary known to man. Yeah, one of the best things in this game, you can swim and not drown. Sure, there's fall damage, but you can swim.
Treasure.
Crack Pellet, a catapult pellet that inflicts minor ice damage on a single enemy. Well, I should specify. The siblings know how to swim, the monsters do not. Kick their butt. Kick their butt. You know, I'm gonna go... Yeah, like, this is one thing I really appreciate about this game is, like, they can be fighting, and meanwhile, you can just go grab items. Like, it is such a time saver. Flintstone, a heavy hunk of hard rock. Used mainly to make pellets. Also found on the Paternoggin and Cinderback Ridge. This is the Pikmin of Dragon Quest games. Except there isn't a day time limit. Sparkly Sap, a glittery goo that gleams in the moonlight. Used mainly for cooking, mostly found on the Paternoggin. Sainted Soma, solution infused with sacred strength. Used mainly for cooking, mostly found on the Paternoggin and the Windswept Moors. Eric's pockets are going to be so heavy after this. Yeah, this is definitely one of those games where I'm like, plot? What plot? I'm just gonna go grab all of the things. We'll get to the plot eventually. I got a whole world to explore. And no, you can't kill the bushes, unfortunately.
Let's speak to that monster later. This is worth remembering.
The world map shows the land of Draconia in its entirety. Try zooming out for a bird's eye view of all the islands. Use the map to find interesting looking places or areas you've never visited before. So yeah, there's 5 main islands to go explore, plus the home base. Fairy fluff, a curious kind of pollen cultivated by, or cotton cultivated by fairies. Used mainly to make pellets, dropped mostly by restless knights. Luscious lettuce, a head of lettuce with a crispy crunch, used mainly for cooking. Mostly found on the Paternoggin and the hinter quarters. You guys fight that thing, I'm gonna go grab some soil. Good job, team.
To join the girls?
Let's get some shut-eye.
Ooh, spooky pirate ship. Emerald moss, a shaggy mound of soft moss, used mainly to make pellets, mostly found on the Paternoggin and the hinter quarters. Ooh, a crouching spot.
Treasure!
Crag pellet. Catapult pellet that inflicts my... Okay, so you have more earth damage. Salt of the earth. The simplest of seasonings, but is easily the most important. Used mainly for cooking. Mostly found on the Paternoggin. Wait a minute, I know you. It was Eric, wasn't it? I don't see your sister about. You've not lost her, have you? No, he hasn't. We're looking for the Sylphanian Stockade. And who'd you say you were again? Huh, you really don't know who I am? I'm Captain Leventhar, leader of the Sylphanian expedition. Veteran of the hunt, Levanthar. Good, good, then we come to the right place. I command the very finest treasure hunters Sylvania has to offer. You're a treasure hunter yourself, if I recall rightly, though obviously not in the same league as us. So come on, out with it. You're here looking for treasure, aren't you? That's right. Come on, out with it. What are you after? Got any sanguinite? Sanguinite, you say? That stuff's pretty worthless as treasure goes. We picked up some of our travels as it happens, but we got our eyes on bigger prizes. We didn't ask for your opinion on sanguinite, thank you very much. If you got some, tell us where it is. I have a feeling young Gale might have picked some up. She's a new addition to the team, but she's got talent. She'll make a fine treasure hunter one day. She'll be around here somewhere. Ask her nicely, and she might give you some of the sanguinite. You know, you and your sister have got a lot of talent, but you're rough around the edges. Come and see me once this errand of yours is done and dusted. I'll give you a lesson or two in proper treasure hunting. Oh, hi, Miss dear old Sylphania. A girl can't even treat herself to a hot bath around these parts. What's Sylphania? Oh, Sylphania is just the most wonderful place. The scenery's spectacular and the cuisine's to die for. It's chock full of treasure hunters, too. It's a place where humans and monsters live side by side in harmony. In fact, sometimes the monsters are in charge of the humans. Take our very own Captain Levanthor, for example. Oh, I remember you. We met on the Snouterhorn. It was Eric, right? He isn't the only one here, you know.
Wow!
Whoa, who's your monster friend, Eric? She's very unusual. The name's Pursuit. I'll have you know that I am not a monster. Anyway, Eric, do you remember me? I'm Gale. I may be young, but I'm a fully fledged member of the Sylphanian treasure hunting team. Intrepid young lady Gale.
Ariel!
And this is my partner Ariel. We Sylphanians have always teamed up monsters and looked for treasure hunter together, you see. It's the best way to make sure you find lots of great stuff. So it's about teamwork, is it? So, Eric, what exactly are you doing here? I'm looking for treasure.
I see.
You're looking for sanguinite, you say? Well, you're in luck. But I'm not about to give you my hard-earned treasure just like that. Yeah, I know White Arm monsters have a battle. You win, I'll let you have the sanguinite. Well, if she wants a fight, we may as well give it to her. Great, let's do this. Just come and talk to me when you're ready.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello, Eric. All set to fight the monsters, are you? Come on, let's get on it.
Oh.
Yeah, I say I'm gonna go sit at a campfire first, because they are not at full MP.
Let's get some shut-eye.
Great, let's go somewhere with plenty of space.
Bring it on.
Bear this in
You
mind.
get into a battle against a rival treasure hunting gang, pull their flag out of the ground to clinch victory. To get to the flag, though, you only either have to defeat all your enemies or find a way around them. This seems a little unbalanced considering that you're fighting with them.
The gauge is full. Use it wisely.
Gale and company have been defeated.
We win!
Gosh.
We really are no match for you. Don't look so surprised, I only associate with the best of the best.
Wow.
Well, Eric's quite something, alright. I almost forgot. Here's the Sanguinite as promised. Gale gives Eric a small fragment of bright red stone. Hold on a minute, that's tiny. Well, it's just a shard. You can find much larger pieces if you know where to look. This isn't gonna be enough. Where can we find more? I'd love to be able to tell you, but that's the strange thing about this world. Treasure doesn't turn up in the same place every time. Even if you go back to the same place I found this, there's no guarantees to be any Sanguinite there. So, we're absolutely none the wiser, in other words. If we knew roughly where to look, we could use a monster's treasure vision to find it.
Oh, yes.
Wait, I know. Why don't we try using your dragon dagger to help us? Go on, Eric. Think really hard about the treasure you want to find. Do it right, I have a feeling the dagger will be able to help us find what we're looking for.
I guess so.
Huh?
You can now use the Fortune Finder.
You did it.
You did it! You unlocked the power of the dragon dagger. Now you can use the Fortune Finder to see which direction the treasure you're after is to be found. Keep a beady eye on the needle and track down that Sanguinite.
This is worth remembering.
Press L and B to activate the Fortune Finder. I was gonna say, I'm just like, Eric just knows where, I mean, he does have like a treasure tracker ability in 11. It's like, yep, it's just an innate thing that this dude possesses in terms of an ability. The needle will point in the general direction of the nearest treasure, so head that way.
Now, where could that be? Not too far.
Shoot! Oh, it's you. I heard you taught our Gale a thing or two. I thought she'd make mincemeat of you, but it seems you're tougher than you look. You ever fancy a bit of extra training once you've taken care of your errand, come and see me.
Let's get some shut-eye. Now, where could that be? Not too far.
Splish Pellet, a catapult pellet that inflicts minor water damage on a single enemy.
Now, where could that be? Not too far. Now's my chance. Where could that be? Hey, it's close.
When there's a treasure nearby, your monsters will let you know the treasure chest icons. The icon will become more striking as you get closer. Watch how your monsters react, then use the fortune finder to pinpoint the precise location of the treasure. Oh my, it would appear the treasure is close at hand. Go on, give the fortune finder another whirl. The fortune finder itself won't be much use, but your monster's treasure visions will help you work out exactly where to look.
Hey, it's close. Huh? Hey, it's close. Now, where could that be? Huh? Hey, it's close. You got this. Now, where could that be? Is that it?
Woohoo! Eric found treasure! Sanguinite, a curious crystal with a rich red hue that's used to power the train lines that crisscross Dracania.
Pretty valuable.
You did it.
You really do have a gift for finding treasure. Remember, Mr. Ustown's waiting for us back at the HQ. We'll be over the moon once we're able to tell him we finished all 3 tasks. I can't say I'm looking forward to seeing you huff and puff up Snatterhorn again, though. Hold a minute, it looks very windy over there. Perhaps you could hitch a ride with a little help from our Draki friend.
Right.
Go ahead and give it a try when you're ready to go back to Statterhorn Station.
I guess so.
This is worth remembering.
Use the Glide Forte when in midair to drift down gently from elevated locations or ride air currents to otherwise inaccessible areas.
Let's get some shut-eye.
Oh, it's you. Heard it, Okay, so this is, like, later.
repair the railway for Mr. Euston.
Back on the train we go! For the company!
Home sweet home.
Welcome back.
We love the company. The company. Yeah, I can tell I've watched that playthrough so many times of Mark, Bob, and Wade just playing Lethal Company. Even if we die, we love the company. No one volunteers for this. We are here. The company. The company.
Let's get some shut-eye.
We did all the things.
How can I help?
Hello there, welcome to the main reception desk. Shall we take a look at our new potential recruits?
Some applications came in. Have you decided?
Come meet the gang.
Nice one. Walk the talk and walk the walk.
Thrasher.
Excellent.
Bear this in mind. This is worth remembering.
Scan Forte searches the surrounding area for any places where you can forage for materials or wooden chests, allowing you to stock up quickly and efficiently.
Have you decided?
We need monsters like you.
I should wash my hands.
Myers joins the gang.
Excellent. Have you decided?
You'll be a great asset.
Abracadabra!
Hoggles joins the gang.
Excellent.
Hoggles the Poggers Poggles. It joins the dang party.
Anything to report?
So anything to report?
Are you making
Good
progress?
to know.
When a character has a quest for you, speak to them and bring up a convenient list of all the things they need you to do. Once you've done all that's required, speak to the character again to let them know. To complete each quest, you might have to gather some items or recruit a specific monster. Listen carefully to what the character who gives you the quest has to say. It's bound to contain some hints about what you need to do.
All right.
I say.
Looks like you've rustled up a new recruit. And he's a sturdily looking fella to boot. He'll make a formidable foreman, I have no doubt.
Very good.
Ah, it would appear you brought the Sanguinite I asked for. How wonderful.
Very much.
I'm most grateful to you, but this will soon be running at full steam. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I'll take that Sanguinite off your hands and get everything in order.
Very good. Shoot, shoot!
Hello there. Fancy a change?
High five!
this in mind.
Use the stealth forte to sneak past enemies undetected. It's also handy for accessing particularly cramped areas that aren't reachable when crouching.
What is it?
Hello! We have a hand friend.
Anything to report? Are you making progress?
I say.
You found the royal soil I asked for. Marvelous feat indeed. Thank you so much. Now if I can just take it off your hands.
Very good. Blimey.
Blimey, you actually did it. You completed all the tasks I gave you. Bravo, you've exceeded my expectations, I must say, and how? Well, I'll soon have the station back to its best. In the meantime, I do have one more teeny tiny favor to ask. I would dearly love to see the company banner flying high once more. What better way to show the world that Trans-Draconic Railway's back in business? We'll have passengers flocking in no time flat. Now the good news, the company banner is right here on the island. The bad news is I've stored it beneath the ground. I go myself, but company policy forbids me from leaving my post. You two, on the other hand, are not subject to such regulations, so if you care to follow me... Over here. Over here. You can now access the cellar.
Will you help me?
And I do know the company banner is stored down there, so if you care to do the honors.
Huh?
What's with this big chart thing? The flag Mr. Ustan is after should be around here somewhere. This isn't the most pleasant place, I'll grant you, but you'll often find treasure in the most unpromising locations. Company banner, a large flag emblazoned with the emblem of the Trans-Draconic Railway Company. It was stored in a cellar after the company's dramatic downturn.
So,
This is the company banner, isn't it? Funny, it's the same blue color as your eyes.
Oh,
Certainly rather fetching. Well, let's take it back to Mr. Houston, shall we?
Hang on.
Something else in here. Looks like some kind of stone tablet to me. Could it be? Let me read what it says. The dragon's tail lies lost, hidden amongst countless other treasures. Mentions the Lappy's tail, one of the 7 stones. No doubt about it. The tablet definitely describes the dragon stones, but to be honest, we're not any wiser about where the Lapis tail might be. I suppose not, but it's still an interesting development. Perhaps there's more of these tablets in the Snarl. A strange stone tablet that bears an engraving about the Lappy's tail saying it lies lost hidden amongst countless other treasures. Speaking of interesting, check this out.
What could this curious chart be?
Look at that.
it says Cloud Compass.
The way to La Isla Dorada.
Huh?
The Cloud Compass? What's that? I've never heard of it before, but the chart also shows the 7 stones. There's some writing too. Let's see what it says. The amber glints in a giant's horn. The sapphire shines in an ancient one's eye. The amethyst awaits in a gargantuan maw. The emerald swoops past on a dead king's wing. The lapis lies on a snowy tail. The citrine is sharpened by cutting winds, and the ruby lies at the heart of all things. Sounds to me like each of the 7 stones could be a different part of a dragon's body. And then there's Isla Dorada. I don't know why, but I have a funny feeling that some were packed full with treasure. I'd say there's plenty more mysteries for us to uncover down there. Let's make sure we pay another visit before long. For now, let's give the company banner to Mr. Houston. Something strangely unsettling is emanating from behind the door. Best not to venture any further for now. Oh, how wonderful! You found the company banner. Give the banner to Mr. Houston. Hurrah! Thank you ever so much. Now there's something I'd like to show you if you'd care to follow me. We love the company. The company. It's a wondrous sight, is it not? The station's been restored to its former glory. It's the center of the world once again. I just realized that Orc is wearing sunglasses. You can now take the train to nearby islands. This is a fine achievement, but it's just the first step. There's plenty more stations out there. Now the good news is the terminal stations on the 4 other islands besides the Patternoggin are all operational. The bad news is that none of the other stations have any power. Fix every station you find and the Trans-Draconic Railway will once again reach every corner of the world as it did in its heyday. Sounds like we got plenty more places to go looking for treasure.
Wow.
That's all well and good, but just remember to stay focused on finding the 7 stones. Just a moment, please. If it's treasure you're after, you should be aware that you're far from the only ones with that goal in mind. There are the Siflins and the Silver Bones' lot, of course, but there's a whole host of other treasure hunters to contend with. And frankly, I fear you don't have the manpower or the resources to compete. Mr. Houston's right, our rivals are clearly stronger than us right now. We need to start upping our game. We certainly do, but luckily for you, I'll come with a plan. You two can befriend monsters, can you not? Well, my understanding is that some of the rivals have joined forces with monsters and are hunting for treasure together. So I was thinking that you should do the same. If you can put together a gang of treasure-hunting monsters, we have nothing to fear.
I'm feeling goo!
Goodness me, was that an actual good idea from you? I'm impressed. A treasure-hunting gang, I like the sound of it. The only question is, what are we gonna call ourselves? Any ideas, Eric? Please enter a name for your gang. And then Team Treasure is the canonical name. Part of me wants to just call it The Company, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna go with something on brand. Actually, I can one-up that, given I have the correct amount of characters. Alright, the Bowtie Brigade. Not the Bow-Tid, darn it. Alright, we are the Bowtie Brigade. Also known as the Company.
I hereby declare this our gang's brand new base.
Listen up! This world's full of treasure, and it's ours for the taking!
Let the treasure hunt begin!
You know, the Vikings are just like, where the heck did they go off to? Eric and Mia now have their very own treasure hunting gang called Bowtie Brigade. Now any treasure hunter worthy of the name is going to need a vault to which to store their loot. In fact, didn't Porcus promise he'd prepare a vault for us? Let's go and see how he's getting on, shall we?
Ah, there you are.
So, what's the verdict? I think our new vault is rather splendid, even if I do say so myself. Now all we have to do is fill it with treasure. You can now access the vault. Oh, and while you were gone, I did some cool stuff.
Hey, we got a new treasure.
A sparkling gem of a kind much sought after amongst slimes and their ilk.
All right.
Kicked in castle wall. One of the walls from Zamoska Castle that's been kicked down and repaired several times over. All the treasures you find will be stored here in the vault. The more treasure you collect, the bigger your gang will become. And the bigger your gang, the easier it'll be to find even more treasure. Now I got things started by putting some treasure on display, but feel free to rearrange things as you see fit.
Right.
I think it's high time you actually started treasure hunting in earnest, don't you? The train's waiting.
I guess so. This is worth remembering.
Place your favorite treasures on the plinths in the vault and show off your own unique troves. Your gang members love treasure, so much they'll even go to the trouble of polishing the treasure troves you place on the plinths, increasing their value astronomically. Examine a plinth to change the trove placed over there or to view information about it. Increase the value of your favorite treasure and create your own unique troves.
Excellent progress. Jolly good show.
All journeys begin with a single step. Gather treasure and increase its worth to raise your vault value. When your vault value hits certain milestones, your gang ranks will go up. Raising your gang's rank comes with all sorts of benefits, such as allowing you to equip more medals or adding a bonus to a treasure's value when it gets appraised. Let's go exploring.
Let's go.
There you are, you're all set for the treasure hunt? Not so fast, you two. The place is still a little short-staffed, so I think one of you should stay behind.
No doubt.
Yes, indeed, I dread to think what would happen if the station had any unwelcome guests while you were both away.
Aww.
I was really looking forward to going out exploring together. Still, I guess it's better if just one of us goes at a time. So, who's gonna go first? You go first, sis.
Alright then.
Sure thing. Don't worry, though. I'll come back and take over here before too
It's my
long.
turn now.
This is worth
Speak to your
remembering.
sibling back at the base when you want to control a different character. Stick to your favorite or swap regularly. The choice is yours. Remember, we're gonna be doing all we can to help you.
Right.
Indeed we are. In fact, we have a very particular talent we're sure to find useful. We have the power to predict the types of treasures you might find in your travels. We'll do this whenever you board the train.
Come on.
Okay, let's do this. Let's bag all the treasure we can while we search for the 7 stones. I think we should go have a goal to aim for. Let's say we try to collect treasure worth 500,000 gold coins. Sounds like a good start for me.
Let the hunt begin.
Let the treasure hunt begin. Choo choo. You can now undertake all sorts of different quests.
This is
Your first
useful
priority should be to
stuff.
complete the main quest. Of course, if you got time to spare, there's all sorts of treasure to be found or attempting other quests as well. Find a train expert on the mainland. Okay, so we're trying to find train experts on the 4 other islands.
Are you paying attention?
You can check your golden ratio for each island for the station's destination list. A higher value means your monsters will be able to sense treasure more easily, so be sure to head for the islands with the highest numbers. You can raise your golden ratio by choosing monsters whose favorite treasures match the treasure forecast for the island you want to visit. Ursula and Porcus will tell you about the treasures that are up for grabs on each island. Use this information to hunt down the treasure you want.
Let's go find some treasure.
Welcome to Snouterhorn Station.
This is well
Weird
worth
and
living.
wonderful things happen in locations marked with an exclamation mark. If you're not sure what to do next, head for the exclamation mark is a good idea. Succulent steak. A soft slice of mouth-watering meat, used mainly for cooking, mostly dropped by ham sandwiches.
Ally is useless.
Not all treasure Draconi has created equal. There's proper treasure that you need the fortune finder to locate, and regular bric-a-brac you can find anywhere. Be sure to pick up anything valuable you come across. You can't use the fortune finder to locate bric-a-brac, but your monsters will react to it. Look out for blue treasure chest icons and check your mini-map.
Whoa, cool!
You got some treasure.
This is well
Your monsters will carry the treasure you find. Some can carry more than others, so bear this in mind when picking your party.
Now's your chance! Ha! 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 Take this! Where could that be? Hey, it's close! Where could that be? Hey, it's close! What slime is it? Where could that be? Hey, it's close!
This is
Your
useless.
monsters will let you know when there's treasure in the vicinity. Use L and B to access their treasure visions and close in on the prize.
Where could that be? Ha! Found it!
Let's get our hands dirty.
Hey, it's close!
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Where could that be? Oh man, that's far. I'm pooped.
Ah, if it isn't my little treasure hunting friend, how's it coming along? Not too bad, I guess. Very modest of you, but that's not what I've been hearing. Still, I can't help but wonder, do you ever feel held back by your weedy physique? Wouldn't you like to be able to simply swat your enemies out of the
What do you
way?
say?
Sounds nice, right? Well, if you're keen, I can put you through some training that'll toughen you up in no time. And what's more, I'll even give you rewards for completing the challenges I set you. Anyway, if you're not interested, or if you are interested, just let me know. If nothing else, it'll help keep me amused while I'm back at camp.
How's it going?
Summon the... Yay! Fuzzbo's just gonna be here for the next couple minutes. Say hello to Fuzzbo. Hello! Fuzzbo's just gonna casually stare into your soul for a second. Poop. Very profound wisdom. Let me know when you've taken care of everything. Snort. Yay! It's basically me trying to play a video game one-handed. And also, I can only see half the screen. Fuzzbo, why you like this? I don't know! I don't know, man! Don't give me that look, Fuzzbo, what the heck is wrong with you?
How's it going?
Let me know when you've taken care of everything. Snort. Time to go into battle! Yay! Also, it's gonna be good practice, because let's just say my hand's getting tired. But I have to hold this for 5 minutes. I get buff hands in no time. Or arms, as it were. Fuzzbo, you're not heavy, but you're kind of heavy. I'm sorry, man! What the heck? Shaking my head at you. Come on, push the button. There we go. My arm. My arm. It's okay, I'm here. Yay! A particular plant with an unsavory air, used mainly to make pellets, mostly found on the Paternogon and the mainland. Drink water. Do it. Do it! Or I will stare into your soul! Fuzzbo, I think you're a little unhinged. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're on. Oh, you know. Oh, you know. Kick their butts. Do it, you stupid mud hand. Do it. Yay! Alright, kill that one next. They never saw it coming. It would be funny. Alright, Fuzzbo, say goodbye. Bye-bye! Until next summon. Poop. Oh, I let my arm rest. I did not think that through. Depending on how frequently that comes up, I might have to do a 5-minute cooldown. Or I'll do it like a certain amount of times in a row, but then I'll have a 5-minute cooldown. Alright!
I'm full of surprises. All better.
inflicts minor impact damage.
I'm pooped. Huh.
Feels good to be up. Are you sure you want to fight that?
Yeah, I like how the enemies, like, proportionally get stronger as you level up, so you're not just, like, going to the same area over and over again.
Where's the treasure?
Need a hand? Need a hand?
This is the life.
Ah! How's it going? Not bad at all.
Catapult can be used to fend off foes or heal your allies, a tricky tool to master, so I want you to practice shooting it 10 times.
Rock, paper, scissors.
How'd you like this? How'd you like this?
Gold Crush! Insta kill! Thanks for the raid, Devil Cry. Hope your stream went well. Currently playing some Dragon Quest Treasures. Game I've wanted to play for a while, but just didn't have the opportunity to do it until now. And boy, is this sucker a lot of fun. Die, you stupid birds! Star Shower! Drang, you're unhinged. And the bird slaughter begins. Alright, where's the next bird? Oh, now they all decided to cower because I leveled up enough. Come on, you cowards. Bring on the super bosses that I'll very likely die to. Woo! That's going good, just pretty much just been doing this for a couple hours and just enjoying every second of it. There's one thing I like about this game is the fact that, like, the rest of your party can just go fight this thing while you just go grab an object. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna roll a nat 20 on stealth over here. Good job, guys. I mean, I know your character's supposed to be a child, but it's still funny. Never saw it coming. Oh, it's been a lot of fun. Like, it's been mostly kind of like the introduction cutscenes, but now I've kind of been let loose at this point. Like, oh yeah, like all six main islands you can go to, just, you can go there now. But yeah, like, honestly, I would recommend this game based, like, just based on the gameplay and everything. It's fun, like, yeah, I mean, as the title suggests, you actually get to go treasure hunting, and then there's a combination of combat like you're seeing now, plus other side quests. Yeah, I think the intro probably took about 2 to 2.5 hours, but even then it just kind of felt like, besides a couple of cutscenes, like, I was still doing a lot during the introduction, so the time went by pretty quick. But yeah, now the game just, like, lets you loose. You're like, oh yeah, just, your goal is just to go find, collect 7 stones. Have fun! Go wherever you want, we don't care. Oh, crap.
An ally's down. Revive them.
Oh, you have to do it quickly, otherwise... Oh, shoot, I might get a party wipe here. Crap, I gotta drop this. Crap. Yes, you can die in this game. Yeah, I hardly lost any progress. I was honestly just dinking around for the last 4 minutes. And this is why you save. Speaking from personal experience, you, you only lose hours worth of save files once. And let that just crush your soul. Once. Before you're like, nope, never doing that again. Alright, let's get over that camp over there. Yeah, also you get a slingshot, which is cool.
I'm pooped.
Ah! How's it going? Not bad at all.
The treasure. Ah, this is the life. Where's the treasure?
How'd you like this? Ha! How'd you like this?
Ah! How's it going? Not bad at all.
I'm pooped.
Alright, that's where I'm going to leave that off for today. Alright, so thanks for tuning into the stream. I was able to get some progress done in the game, and then we'll continue that up next week. And then in terms of the schedule for the rest of the week, it's just going to be playing Live Alive for the first time tomorrow. That's about it, so let's go find a raid target. Let's go raid the Jeppy Man. Alright, there we go. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
Somebody tell that guy it's Monday.